What's up, guys? I know I usually cover sneaker stuff all the time, but I also like technology. I really actually like it a lot. And since the new iPhone stuff hit today, I thought I would give you all a brief overview of everything. First, there are two new phones from Apple, the 6 and the 6 Plus. Both phones are bigger than the current 5S and now feature these rounded edges that kind of give the phone a slightly different look, I would say. The new design changes actually make both phones look more like an iPad than they look like the iPhone, and that's neither bad or good, but just something that I wanted to point out to you guys. So let's talk some details. Both phones feature the new Apple A8 processor, which is about 25% faster than the last generation, and they also have been upgraded to the M8 coprocessor, which handles all the motion stuff like the gyroscope and the accelerometer for basically all of the health stuff and the stuff like Nike Plus. Size-wise, the 6 features a 4.7-inch display, which is 1334 by 750. Now that gives you a 38% more viewing area than the iPhone 5S. Now the 6 Plus, it features an even bigger 5.5-inch screen, and that one's 1920 by 1080 and provides 88% more viewing area and nearly 3 times the pixels of the 5S, which is crazy. Now, as a guy that does a lot of video, the camera is the big deal to me, and they both now include advanced eyesight and FaceTime HD cameras that are 8 megapixels. One thing to note is that the 6 has digital image stabilization, while the 6 Plus features optical image stabilization, and optical image stabilization is better in almost any case. Now, both cameras shoot video at 1920 at full HD at 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second, and you also can now do 120 and 240 frames per second slow-mo, which is insane for a cell phone, if you can even call them cell phones anymore. Both phones also feature Apple Pay, a new secure system that allows you to pay for stuff with your phone and basically your fingerprint. You just put your phone by the reader at the store and put your finger on the Touch ID, and everything else is basically seamless. It looks like a nice option since we always have our phones on us, but just hope your battery doesn't run out, because it would be really weird to go to a store to buy something and then all you have is your phone and your battery's dead. Speaking of rolling out, both phones are up for pre-order this Friday and ship on the 19th. The 6 comes in gold, silver, or space gray and will be available for $199 for 16, $299 for 64, and then it's going to be $399 for 128 gigabytes. Now the 6 Plus comes in the same colors and will cost $299 for 16, $399 for 64, and $499 for 128 gigabytes. Now all those prices are with 2-year contracts on AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, or Verizon Wireless. Both phones will also come with Apple's latest operating system, which is iOS 8, which officially launches on the 17th, and you can download for your 4S, iPad 2, iPad mini, 5th generation iPod, and all that stuff starting on September the 17th. Overall, the phones are pretty similar, but the big difference is what happens on the screen and the extra real estate that you get. Both phones are bigger than the current iPhone, but the 5.5-inch version has some software tricks and a slightly better camera that should help convert some people over. While I definitely want the better camera, I'm not sure that I want a phone that is that big. It's almost big enough to replace my iPad. Apple actually also announced the Iwatch today, and that thing has a ton of features that are great for keeping track of your fitness goals and a bunch of other stuff like notifications, but it doesn't ship till 2015. It is scheduled to come in 3 models, the Apple Watch, the Sport, and then the Apple Watch Edition. The watch does require an iPhone 5 or better and is scheduled to start at $349 for the low-end model. Though it does look really nice, the battery life, the storage, and other stuff like that were all left out of the presentation, and they haven't been revealed yet, which tells me that they do have a little bit more work to do. So that is the new iPhone 6 and the Apple Watch. What are your thoughts? Let me know if you'll be picking one up. Let me know all the information right down in the comments as usual. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe if you like videos like this. I know it's a little different than the sneaker stuff, but let me know if this is something that you enjoy and if you want to see more of stuff like this. Well, I am your host, Jacques Slade. Like I said, like, favorite, and subscribe as always. I appreciate you, and I'll see you later on Today in Sneaks. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Peace. But they actually reverse the way it sits in the shoe, and first thing that I noticed when I played in the shoe is that you don't feel it as much on the ball of your foot when you play. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just something that I noticed when I played. Something else, the 10